Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 28th of March 2021. Taking a look here at Bitcoin, multiple time frame analysis, looking at the 3-week, weekly, and daily Ichimoku charts. For Bitcoin on the 3-week chart, there's a Kumo twist that showed up. I've mentioned this before, where Kumo twists within the Ichimoku system, they can be very good indicators of where swing highs and lows may appear. Especially if, well, really not especially, but only if something has been trending into a Kumo twist. So in this case, we saw a Bitcoin trending down into the Kumo twist. And so that means that there's a pretty high probability that a swing low will appear. And whether that is true or not still needs some confirmation. But the 3-week candlestick that just closed, on yesterday, actually on the 27th, the new 3-week candle just opened, was pretty bullish. It closed above the open of the January 3rd, so we have the highest close of the last 3 weeks, or of the last or of 2021 on the 3-week chart at least. So that's a very bullish event. We're in these kind of oversold conditions, and I should see prices continue to appreciate, move higher here on the 3-week chart. On the weekly, we closed above the Ichimoku cloud. That was a very big deal. We haven't closed above the weekly Ichimoku cloud coming out of the cloud since the last time that occurred on the weekly chart was back in May of 2020. So almost 2 years ago is when that last happened. You can see what happened there. Really, when you look at the price action here, it looks like a pretty standard looking bull flag, doesn't it? I mean, not excuse me, not too much of a deviation or broad, trend down. This is really just kind of continuing the consolidation that we saw almost a year ago, beginning in April. When things started to really drift down south. So, again, not much of a big change there. So we're above the cloud now, closed above the cloud, opened above the cloud. Very, very strong bullish signal. The current major resistance level on the weekly chart is that 51K level. That is where the Kijun-sen is at, and it's flat. So, it could have some difficulty moving above there, but at the same time, when you look at the weekly chart and you look at the 3-week chart, you'll see that things are very much in these oversold levels. And, Bitcoin, the RSI on the weekly chart is still in bull market conditions, so it's just moving out of being oversold, which really tells me that it has a lot more room to run. There's a little bit of a kind of a warning here. When you look at the composite index on the weekly chart, here's the current peak. It's very close to being greater than the peak found in November. Which is where the all-time high occurred. So the week of November 8th, that's where the all-time high occurred. If the composite index, if it creates a peak higher than November 8th and price fails to surpass that, then we have some kind of ugly-looking regular or hidden bearish divergence present. Which here's the deal: that's bearish if an instrument is in a bear market or in a downtrend. Whether you would consider this to be in a downtrend or not, we'll see. Actually, that could be a pretty wicked fake out. The fib levels there. That'll be interesting to see how this plays out this week, because that might trigger some selling pressure. We'll see. But on the daily chart, things look really like they're just kind of charging higher here. Really persistent increases in price. Finally broke above that neckline of that head and shoulders pattern that was tested for the first time back in mid-January, January 11th and 12th, and then again it was tested between February 7th and February 10th, and then it was tested again on the 15th and 16th of February, and then it was tested again on the 2nd and 3rd of 1st and 2nd of March. And then, of course, bringing us to where we are now, near the tail end of March. And you can see that we broke above that trend line of the neckline of that right shoulder. And Bitcoin is just continuing to press on higher above the 618 fib retracement and testing the 786 extension. So, these are the kinds of moves where you don't. It's very easy to look at it and go, okay, this thing is overbought, it's overdone, and but when you look at the RSI, it's sitting at 59.25. The daily RSI is in bear market conditions. But if it moves up to 70, it converts into a bull. So it's not going to take much to push Bitcoin back into a major expansion mode, and that'll be something to watch out for. So keep your eyes on it, and I'll update it as needed. Thank you all for watching. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.